Every day on X, I see hooks about how AI is going to kill the production industry. It won't. And today, using some of the most impressive AI videos out there, I'll show you why. AI is a fantastic tool for creating visuals. It replaces exactly one thing, the actual filming process. But storytelling, scriptwriting, directing, editing, sound design, and the overall approach to creating a video remain the same, and they remain human. If you are an artist, this breakdown shows you the specific production skills required for high-end results. If you are a marketer, it gives you the framework to evaluate AI portfolios and choose the best contractors. My name is Sergey Rodin, and I'm the founder of the video marketing agency Lava Media. We produce over 900 videos in 13 years, from traditional TV commercials to AI-driven content. I know exactly how to use AI, where it shines, and where you still absolutely need a human. Let's dive in. Higgsfield's action contest is currently underway. Creators are competing for a cash prize by using Higgsfield to build their videos. I decided to take a few entries and break down what's great and what's not so great. First video, let's watch.
Lagos, please remain calm. We are receiving multiple unconfirmed reports from Computer Village in Ikeja of hostile activity. Eyewitnesses describe large unidentified figures moving between buildings. Authorities have not provided an official explanation at this time. Security forces are currently...
Let's get straight to the AI glitches. The first one. When the character flips the wires, the AI gets confused and scrambles the elements into a mess. It's not a deal breaker, but it's noticeable. If the AI struggles with the complex movements like these, just cut the flip. It doesn't stop the plot, and removing it gets rid of the visual noise. The next one. Here the bomb suddenly morphs into a gun. The transformation happens right before our eyes. Weapon casing and handles just materialize out of the thin air. To fix this, it's better to end and the Weldon shot, then use a separate shot from a different angle to show him holding the finished weapon. The next one. Here we have a major issue with spatial consistency here. First, the characters blow off the roof, so the viewer assumes they're on the top floor. Then we see a monster jumping at the hero. While the monster is midair, it seems to crash through several floors. But when it grabs the hero, we see their back on the top floor with nothing above them. So the sense of space is completely lost. Scenes like this need to be planned in advance and generated shot by shot. The monster suddenly changes scales. Nothing before or after suggested it had the ability to resize. I know it's an AI glitch, but it could have worked if it were a concept. For example, the monster grows, but it wasn't. The scene should simply be cut. Second video, but before we watch, if you work with the video content, subscribe to my channel. I talk all things video marketing here.
My king, a year into our travel, and still no land greets us. We have crossed beyond the known winds. The sea has turned thick, and the moon no longer rests upon it. Some men have talked of something traveling below us, something hunting us. I tried to keep the thoughts out of my mind, but lately I've doldrums of a great squid pulling us into the abyss.
Captain, what do we do? We fight! Attack!
Broken screen direction. In the previous shot, the ships are side by side. The knights board the other ship from their side, meaning they should jump onto the pirate ship from the flank. Instead, the pirates charge toward the bow, the front. The movement logic doesn't match up. In long generations, textures often start to melt. Look at the ship at the beginning. It's highly detailed. In this shot, those details are disappearing. This often happens during fast camera pans. I would trim the scene so it's not as jarring. Plus, this shot doesn't line up with the boating scene. The ships shouldn't be right next to each other, not sailing apart. There is a moment here where a pirate hits another pirate, even though the fight is supposed to be between knights and pirates. Totally a bug. This needs to be cut. The pirate looks like he's trying to cut off his own arm. While you might miss it in a fast edit, the accumulation of these small glitches creates visual noise that tells the human brain something is wrong with the image. The battle scene with the sea knights. In one shot, the knight's armor has one design. In the next, it changes completely. Based on previous clips, we know this isn't a feature of the armor. It's an airbag. It lost the original texture. If the scene is important, it needs to be completely redone to ensure the armor is consistent. The next video I'm actually not going to criticize. This is a perfect example of how to get high-end results with AI.
Tell me stories about demons. We call them Tsakan Sudar. There was a time they walked among us, upon this earth. I don't believe they ever truly left.
I escaped whatever's behind that door for a reason. Since that day, something changed in me. I can do things I could never do before. I can feel their darkness.
Notice how the entire video is built on close-ups and wide shots with simple monochrome windows. No complex details. AI calculates these frames very easily because there is very little going behind the characters or it's out of focus. There are zero AI errors. It's clear the creators only picked the very best generations for the final edit. I barely noticed any AI artifacts here. By the way, if you are interested in the commercial AI video pipeline, check out my previous episode about our Pixar-style AI animation project. The link is in the description. Let's look at the fourth video.
The world we knew, gone. What's left is dust, rust, and desperate people trading bullets for fuel.
In contrast to the last one, this video fails exactly where the previous one succeeded, even though the task for the AI was just as easy. A few details, simple shots. So, the faces, come on. You can't put that in the final edit. You have to keep regenerating until it looks right. The AI is eating a lot of the detail. Again, this shouldn't make it into a final brand asset. And the voices. This is a common problem. You can hear that metallic AI tint. This often happens when creators generate video and audio at the same time. I recommend generating the voice separately and then doing lip syncing. Or better yet, use real voice actors, especially when you need emotional range and depth. Now, the next video is one I actually admire.
Dad, I'm bored. What time are you coming back?
I'm very busy right now, son. I can't talk.
Another great example. It's different from the first two because there is a story here. It's cohesive and well told. By the way, the sound design is excellent, the music, the SFX, and the pacing of the poses are spot on. And it's not AI, that's high quality manual editing and sound design. The only thing that bothered me was the zombie scene. The movement speed varies between shots, and when the hero fires at them, the zombie placement on the wide shot is illogical. I might have cleaned up this frame and erased the extra corpse, but the video is great. I love it. A good story makes you forgive minor AI flaws. And the final, sixth video.
Looks like we have a winner!
I want to use this to show what happens when you don't plan your world building and locations in advance. Look at the ruin scene. Based on the ruin design and the costumes, it feels like a post-apocalyptic cyberpunk vibe. Then we see the Python's gym. It's a completely different design. It's just a regular abandoned locker room, and the hero's friend is wearing a standard hoodie. Where did the steampunk go? Huge respect to all the creators of these videos for their work. It's great that we are all exploring and developing this tool together. It definitely has a big future. The main thing to remember is that there are fundamental principles of video creation that don't disappear just because a new tool arrives. Even the production processes remain largely the same. Before you make a video, you need a compelling story and creative concept. Before you generate, you need to plan your locations, your characters, and their costumes. Before you hit generate, plan your shot sizes and angles so they actually glue together into a logical story in the edit. If the generation doesn't work, do it again or fix it manually. Do the editing and sound design by hand. AI can't carry that weight yet. If you need an AI video or classic production, reach out to us at Lava Media. See you next time.